Hi guys, Dustin here with another Star Trek, the official Starships collection video from Eaglemoss Collections. Today we are taking a look at the Jem'Hadar Fighter, launched in the 24th century with a length of 68 meters, back speed of warp 9.6. See the specifications. Operated by the Dominion, the attack fighter with a crew of only 42, 3 polaron beam emitters, torpedo launchers, and green energy dissipators. Now these ships are small, but don't let size fool you. Powerful ones where you strike fear in the hearts of the Dominion's opponents. They play a variety of roles, including scouting missions, patrol duties, and leading assault forces. If a species resisted Dominion rule or failed to comply with the demands of the founders, Jem'Hadar Fighters would be deployed to enforce their will. Jem'Hadar Fighters were typically commanded by Vorta, highest ranking Jem'Hadar, known as the First, equivalent to a Starfleet's first officer that oversaw the rest of the crew. Vorta and the First were the only crew members who wore virtual display devices, allowing them to see the outside of the ship. Military rank in the Jem'Hadar was simply denoted as the First, being the leader of the rest of the Jem'Hadar and his unit, followed by second, third, so on. Kind of like you have your captain, first officer, second officer, third officer, and so on. The USS Odyssey right here, destroyed in Starfleet's first engagements with the Jem'Hadar fighters. When one of the attack fighters performed a kamikaze run, ramming straight into the massive Galaxy-class ship, graphically shows how Jem'Hadar were willing to go defeat an enemy made, and clear that the Dominion posed a very serious threat. Jem'Hadar fighter that was salvaged from Torca 4 was later repaired at Starbase 357, used by Captain Sisko and a small skeleton crew in an undercover mission to destroy Ketracol White facility. Starfleet are able to make a thorough examination of the salvaged Jem'Hadar fighters at Starbase 375, helping them better understand how to defeat these kind of ships. The offensive capabilities right here, the Jem'Hadar fighters were better than defensive capabilities, particularly vulnerable from attack if an attack from above. The Jem'Hadar does not use view screens. They wore headset viewers that allow them to see the space around by simply turning their heads. Users, these devices claimed if it was like having a view screen directly in their brains, kind of like virtual reality, like a virtual reality video game. During the covert mission aboard Fire, Captain Sisko actually found he experienced wearing one, and it actually gave him a severe headache. Ouch. Alright, here's the profile. Plan views. You actually have the buzzer collectors up here. Your aft weapons turrets. Warp cells. Landing hatch here. Your weapon emitter. Your command center. Well, that's beam weapons. Interior, sparse, no cargo areas, no food replicators, no infirmary. Command center did not even feature chairs, as the Jem'Hadar needs no comfort. Instead of the chair, there was central position with the other stations pointing inward. Systems on board were very different than a regular Starfleet ship. The Battle of the Amarian Nebula in 2371 was the first major engagement between forces of the Alpha and Beta Quadrants and the Dominion. Combined Romulan/Cardassian fleet launch preemptive strike on the Founder's homeworld, 150 Jem'Hadar fighters were lying in wait and completely destroy the invading force. Chief O'Brien first examined a Jem'Hadar fighter, found it has no EPS conduits, no microfusion initiators, no power converters. Can't even determine what kind of warp drive it had. Developing these guys, the Founders maintain their control over the Jem'Hadar by addicting them to a substance known as white. They were, in fact, born to be drug addicts. Writers said the Vorta, more especially Jem'Hadar, has genetically engineered slave races designed to carry out the Founder's wishes. Here's actually internal balance. Given the Vorta commanded white was part of the plan to give Dominion a eternal structure that would prevent anyone from overthrowing the Founders. Good fact. Some more pictures. Can't believe they were actually born drug addicts. And here's actually no picture. They only purpose as soldiers. Remain unclear what happened to them once the Dominion War was over. So, designing this ship, well, this is actually an approved drawing concept. The Jem'Hadar by Jim Martin established the look of a ship that has some significant differences from the finished model itself. Going from an illustration to a 3D model. You see, angular design makes it aggressive and heavily armed. Basically has like basically based off the ninja throwing star. It's actually the original model. It has the vibrant paint scheme. It's actually toned down on screen. On screen, it only appeared in Deep Space Nine. First appearance was the Jem'Hadar, and What She Leave Behind was the final appearance. Key episodes called The Ship and A Time to Stand. Sorry I'm going through this quick, because I don't want to take up a lot of time. And in issue number 30, we will be taking a look at the Nauzistan Raider, an in-depth profile of the small 22nd century vessel used by the Nauzistan pirates, how the Raider was designed and created, a special look at the special effects for the first season of Enterprise. Speaking of Enterprise, actually here's a back graphic. Star Trek is coming back on TV in the next 2 years, so let's keep an eye out for it. Here's a ship. It basically has like a ladybug design. Like back here you have the abdomen and the wings. I actually like it. Looks pretty cool. The warp cells right here, actually like, that's actually purple. Try and get it light up, but it looks cool. You can actually see the beam banks up here. Very clear. Which has a little lean forward capabilities. Actually, I like the way they actually made this. Actually make the color tones a little much lighter instead of heavy. The back. Underneath, actually still like the colors. Looks pretty cool. Actually put it on display. Actually put it on display stand. It feels like it's wobbly. So you gotta make sure, and you gotta be really be careful when displaying it. So it'll be really hard to keep this standing still. So, minus display stand a little mishap. Still a pretty cool model. And that's all I gotta say. My name is Dustin, and I will see you later.